Ezekiel Elliott, a New York district judge granted Elliott a temporary restraining order which blocked his current 6-game suspension. Translation, Zeke will be on the field Sunday when the Cowboys face the 49ers, but former Cowboys great Michael Irvin said that if he was in charge in Dallas, he would tell Elliott to just take the 6-game suspension now rather than keep fighting. Joined by Fox NFL analyst Greg Jennings. Welcome, Greg.
Good morning.
First, Shannon, do you agree with Michael Irvin?
Hell no. Especially if I don't feel I've done anything wrong, I ain't taking no punishment. Oh. It's easy for someone else to say you should do this when it's not them that's going to be punished.
Well, I thought you said it was inevitable anyway.
Oh, I'm gonna fight it to the end. Let it be inevitable.
All right.
I'm gonna die one day. I ain't going to stand in front of no train. It's inevitable. No, it's easy to say, Skip, when you're not the one being punished. It's easy to say when you're not losing financially.
Yep.
No, I'm not accepting this. Especially, Ezekiel Elliott said, I might have done some things in my past I'm not proud of. I didn't do this. So, no, I'm not taking this laying down. I'm going all the way to the end. And if I got to go to the Supreme Court, oh, well, so be it.
Yep.
But, no, I'm not taking it. And I'm very reluctant to tell someone what they should do when it comes in the form of punishment. Because, hold up, you should go sit down for 6 games? But you don't miss no time Undisputed with Skip. No. If I'm Zeke, I don't feel I've done anything wrong, or I'm fighting this to the end. No,
I'm surprised at your take, but I agree with your take.
No, hell no. I disagree with Mike, and I don't like disagreeing with my gold jacket brothers. But Mike, you wrong on this one.
Greatest receiver ever, Michael Irvin.
Stop. Go ahead. Go.
Yeah, look, I understand why Michael Irvin is saying that, but I'm with you. Absolutely not. It's like a complete admission of guilt.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. If you know in your heart of hearts, regardless of what is out there, that we do know that he has done. And I don't think anyone up here or even Michael Irvin is admitting or in agreement with or condoning the things that he's done, specifically domestic violence.
Right.
But it hasn't been proven.
Right.
Even in the letter that the league sent to him, it stated that it believed it believed he used physical force against Thompson 3 times. If they knew, the believe would not have been in there. It would have been he used physical force. And that's not in there. So for me, if I'm Ezekiel Elliott, which I am not, and I have not done any of the things that he has done, but if I'm in his shoes, there is no way, to your point, there is no way I'm saying, yeah, come and get me. Just let's get it. No, until you make it to where I have to take the 6-game suspension, I'm putting on that helmet and I'm going to be out there every Sunday.
I told you yesterday as we went back and forth about this, if you told me it's just about to be over, am I okay with them without Ezekiel?
Right.
Are they as good without? No, they're not. But they do have 2 pretty good backs that I think they could muddle through with. Wouldn't be as good, but I think they could be good enough to get through the 6 games, which would lead up to the Washington game on a Thursday night at Jerry World.
Right.
Okay, but I'm with you because I'm with Jerry on this issue. Jerry Jones is one hard-headed son of a you-know-what. And his pride is up, his back is up on this one, and you can tell he's going to fight this to the quote-unquote Supreme Court kind of death. And they don't believe this is an Article 46 issue, as we go back and forth, as in we sacrificed all of our rights to Goodell because he's now the judge, jury, and executioner. They believe that's a moot point when it comes to the procedure with which they dealt with Ezekiel Elliott. They think this is an American citizen issue, a workplace rights issue, that he just wasn't given a fair trial within the confines of the Article 46 system, that he didn't get his quote-unquote fair day in court by Roger Goodell. And they have 3 smoking guns because they have 2 police departments that said, we've examined this and we say no charges.
Right.
And then they have Kia Roberts, the director of investigations for Roger Goodell in the NFL, who turned on Roger and asked if she could testify at the appeals hearing for Ezekiel Elliott. And she testified, I'm the only person who spoke to the accuser, not once, but 6 times. And I don't find her testimony credible enough that there should be any suspension here. That's a big smoking gun, right?
Not for me, Skip, because there are a lot of times with the police, and I think we're looking at this from a standpoint of a normal court proceeding. But let's just say for the sake of argument that it is. The police, a lot of times, the DA, they don't interview a suspect. They take the word of the police. Now, they can. The police says, okay, we find nothing. But the DA say, we're going to prosecute this case. What are you supposed to do? Commissioner Goodell now in the letter said he took Kia Roberts' testimony under consideration. But Article 46 says I get to determine whatever I want to. I can review all the facts.
There was the procedure.
Right.
Harold Henderson was presiding, and he would not allow Roger Goodell
to be
or
crossed.
somebody else.
Or the alleged victim to be crossed.
The victim, that's who it was.
Right.
So there was no testimony so that
They couldn't
Zeke's
cross.
lawyers could cross.
Right,
They couldn't
correct.
cross on
Right.
either one of them.
But here's the thing. What does Article 46 say? If it says that the victim can be cross-examined or the commissioner can be, now you got something. But if that's not in there, you can't ask for something after the fact you've already negotiated and say, I want to do it now, because the courts are very hesitant to stay out of, because Skip, they don't want you to come to them because you signed a bad deal and you want them to get you out of it.
Okay.
So the courts are very hesitant.
Okay, I got it. But they found a sympathetic judge in Texas who basically laughed at the NFL and said, this is ridiculous. I'm granting an injunction. But then they went to New Orleans and said, yeah, but you jumped the gun filing in Texas because the appeals hearing was not finished.
Right.
So that was just about jurisdiction.
Right.
So now it goes back to the NFL's backyard in Manhattan, and the judge in charge who presides is on vacation. So the temporary judge...
They got to stay until the 29th, and then it'll be heard on the 30th.
Okay. So it really hasn't even started yet.
So even going back to Michael Irvin and his statement, my problem with it is he's solely looking at how this impacts their football team.
Yeah.
He's not looking at how this will impact and what this will staple Ezekiel Elliott as and tag and label him as.
It will.
He's not. This will stay with him.
Yes.
This is not about just football for Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
So why would I? Exactly.
It's a scarlet letter.
Absolutely.
You wear this forever. I don't care what you accomplish. He can break Emmitt's rushing record. This will never go away. And I get it. There are people in one section that says he didn't do it. No matter what happens, they believe he didn't do it. There's another pocket over here that says, I believe he did do it. So even if he doesn't get suspended, I still believe he did it. But if I'm Zeke, man, I ain't.
No.
I'm the one that's going to have to serve. I'm the one that's going to be punished here. It's easy. Oh, man, you should just go ahead and take that. Just go ahead and tell. No. Why don't you just tell the truth? Like my brother. I set the field on fire. He told me to go tell my grandfather, Skip, somebody. And I did. I said, Papa, somebody set the field on fire. He said, wasn't nobody down there but you two boys. He did it. What I was supposed to do? Said I did it? And get that beating? No, sir. If I'm Zeke Elliott, I ain't getting nothing up.
But Sterling took it to the Supreme Court, didn't he?
No, he took them licks. That's what he took. I wasn't going to tell him myself.
Well, hey, this is a powerful team of lawyers behind Zeke, and this is a powerful owner with very deep pockets. So it's different than the Brady defense team, where it was the NFLPA funding it. Jerry's funding a lot of this, and if it goes, if he could get it to the Supreme Court, Jerry would get it to the Supreme Court.
My only problem with Jerry, he never said this was unfair when it happened to Tom Brady or some of the other guys. It only became an unfair system when it happened to him.
Well, that's how most people handle it.
Yeah, he's staying in his lane. Exactly.
No.
It directly impacts and affects Jerry Jones right now.
That ain't what you doing. You stand against police brutality and all this
absolutely.
Other stuff, it doesn't affect you.
Absolutely. But I'm going to do more. If it touches my house, it touches one of my babies or my wife or my kids, you're going to see a completely different Greg Jennings over here.
But, Michael, no. Zeke, you'll be a fool to go sit down with I'm having my day in court. Who knows? Maybe you find another sympathetic judge, Skip.
You might.
But no, oh, that's basically saying, okay, I did it, so go ahead and give me my punishment so I can come back.
Well, maybe Michael is looking at it as this
will help the
Cowboys.
Hanging over the team. It's a cloud hanging over Zeke. It's distracting, so maybe just get it out of the way because you're not going to beat the NFL anyway, so it's going to keep dragging on. Next year.
This is hurry up, get it out the way so we can have you at the end of the season when the games count more.
You wrote all these books about the Cowboys, and all they had was clouds. They had thunder clouds hanging over it.
Well,
since the 60s.
Exactly. Right. So now all of a sudden they're worried about this cloud.
Well, this is quite the remarkable cloud. I feel like we're all like lawyers now. We get honorary law degrees for trying to figure out what's
Play
going
one
on
on
with this.
TV. Perry Mason wasn't no real lawyer.
Great, thanks for joining us. Who will make the college football playoffs? We'll discuss that with Joel Klatt next.